Hey everybody, Elle here playing Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. Two quick things to go over today. The first one is this first notice for the Revival Special Draw banner, featuring an updated version of the original Illustrated Kairi medal. This banner is only open for 3 days through the end of December 19th, and there are a lot of details to go over, so let's tackle them one by one. First thing is, every time we do a 10 pull on this banner, we will receive at least 1 out of 6 reprint medals guaranteed, plus 10 VIP coins and the usual SID 5. This time it's a 50-50 split of Tier 4 and Tier 3 medals, which is slightly worse. On most recent banners, I believe we've been getting 4 Tier 4s and 2 Tier 3s, but nevertheless, this is still a very good banner to pull on for at least for newer players and for beginners, because this is the very first time that Illustrated Kairi in any fashion has been a guaranteed medal in a very long time, maybe even since her original release. Every time she's been back on a reprint banner, she is just going to be 1 out of the 6 reprint premiums, and there are no guarantees to pull any one of these, no matter how many times you pull. This banner is 10 pulls only. You cannot make any single pulls in hopes of getting these medals here. And this Illustrated Kairi, the updated version, is guaranteed to have the status bonus, guaranteed to be boosted with an extra 1,000 attack and extra 1,000 defense. She also has her attack changed from single target to AoE. Other than that, everything else is the same. She does still have the same voice quote, and she is still Tier 4 guilt at up to 130%. But one other interesting thing to note is that she will have 3 dots filled in if you pull her from this banner. Typically, reprints just have 0 dots on them, and you have to pull more or spend up to 6 Mickey and Brooms to guilt them. But that's not the case here, because she is, I guess, a new featured medal on this banner. Once again, the ability is still the same, other than the single target changing to AoE. She does still buff your general attack 3 tiers for 1 turn and give you that large heal or Curaga. Still costs 3 gauges and still has 3.84 multiplier at max 130% guilt. Here's a closer look at the reprint premiums this time. And this is a big deal this time because the status bonus, the boosted version, is guaranteed within 5-10 pulls. So typically you have to get lucky to pull a boosted one. It's only the regular version that's guaranteed. But on this banner, the boosted Illustrated Kairi is guaranteed. So if you don't pull her by the 4th, she'll definitely be there on the 5th. And it is impossible to pull a non-boosted or regular version Illustrated Kairi from this banner. And again, the status bonus, the boost, means both the attack and defense will be boosted by an extra 1,000, and the attack will be changed to AoE. This has some implications in Proud Mode quests with restrictions, so you can now bring Illustrated Kairi to quests that ask for AoE attacks only, where you couldn't before. Those used to be, reserved for, you can only bring Sebastian or Ariel and Flounder in those cases if you wanted the +3 buff. But now this Illustrated Kairi will fit there as well, and she'll also fit more places with the extra stats, because some of the quests in Proud Mode will ask for an attack stat of over a certain number or a defense stat of over a certain number. So she'll be able to fit in more places and more setups on Proud Mode. But of course, the other reprint premiums, those aren't guaranteed to be boosted. You still have to be lucky to pull those, and even when you do, they'll only have their attack boosted by the extra 1,000. Okay, that's it for the premium draw banner. Personally, I'm not going to be pulling on this one because I'm jewel broke at the moment. And the upgrade is nice to have, but I don't know if it's 15,000 jewels nice. But in any case, let's move on. The second thing that we want to look at today is the weekend raid. This is your usual weekend raid with 30 million HP and 12 hours to defeat. But I'm really happy that we're seeing this Fortress Crab. because it feels like we've been seeing tons of whales and spiders lately, just different colors of them. Okay, the egg spawning quest here has the objectives to one-turn all enemies, don't use any continues, and to clear within 5 turns. All very easy to do. And the raid board is your usual weekend raid board with the 2 broom servants here. Everything else just HDLs and Moogles. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about raids, and I spawned a fortress crab for us to kind of dive into right here to save a little bit of time. This is the Keyblade that I'm bringing, my Fenrir, and the setup is a little bit different this time. I do have the 2 Kairis, the first one of course to refill gauges, the second one for the +3 buff, but everything after that is going to have a Lux and attack up L, or in any terms Lux and attack boost 3. So my 3 other medals have that, and I also want to bring a friend medal with that skill as well. So this one is going to fit the bill. This Illustrated Riku B. It's not the strongest and most damaging setup, but the Lux skills are really what's going to help. So let's talk about this in a little bit more detail when we get in here. Fortress Crab is speed, but it does have the 3 colors for the stun points, and it's always the speed part that always gets the most HP. Here we go. So if you look at the numbers that pop up slowly on the first 2 medals, you can see that the Lux gathered is about 1/6 of the damage number. And when we do proc a Lux skill, our Lux is going to be 1/2 our damage number, so it's 3 times better. So that means even if you have stronger medals out there, like this Black Coat Riku version B that I'm bringing here, I mean that's about 400,000 damage, 100,000 4 times, and it's collecting a lot more Lux than if I were to bring a stronger medal than that one without a Lux skill. So I do have a, let's say an HD Riku that's a lot stronger than the Black Coat Riku B, but he's not going to be 3 times better. He would have to be 3 times better in terms of damage in order to catch up to the tier 3 medal with the Lux skill in terms of farming Lux. Okay, that was good for about 450,000 damage. And I did place the Lux and attack up L skill on that Black Coat Riku B. My main reason really was flexibility, because he can fit here and also on my Moogle of Glory. And because his ability is to always be effective against any color, that makes my Moogle of Glory really efficient against power raids. Plus it's always a breath of fresh air to see a new animation. So it's probably not the most popular choice to be bringing a tier 3 medal, but nevertheless I feel pretty good about this. It's working out pretty well for me. And once we finish the raid here, we can kind of see what the our final damage to Lux ratio is. Okay, let's not forget the burst. Okay, so a typical raid, if you had no Lux skills at all, you would have your Lux be about 1/6 the damage. This time we dealt about 5.7 million damage for 1.6 million Lux. That is about somewhere between 1/3 to 1/4. I guess my procs weren't too great there, but it is a significant step up from 1/6. Okay, and that's it for the raid, and that's it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this channel, and I'll see you guys next time.